What's going on, beautiful people? D'Lo Brands back for another video, and today we are diving into the world of Lovable 2.0. Yes, this is very groundbreaking. Lovable was, you had Bolt and Cursor, and you had all of these platforms, but Lovable really had like a new proprietary thing that came towards it, and also I like the brand that they have. So they released some new features, and we are going to take a look at them. So, released just yesterday. Well, at least the change log was yesterday. I'm pretty sure this released 2 days ago. But basically, they have rebranded. They have a cleaner look, a different look on their website. As you can see here, I mean, the other UI before I think was a little more bland, but their colorful brand was still present. They have simplified their pricing. They have added teams. So real-time collaboration is finally here. You can edit the same way you're in Photoshop editing with your team, or you're in Canva editing with your team. You can now do this within Lovable. They've changed their pricing to $25 a month and $30 a month per seat for teams, which is cool. Security scan. So Lovable now checks your vulnerabilities when you publish. So it'll basically look at the entire project and look at all the vulnerabilities. So it'll fix that for you. And they've also added chat mode. So within the actual chat within Lovable right now, it is going to make changes continuously, whether you say hi or whether you say, make this change. So now we have chat mode, which is more of a conversation between you and the Lovable model. And you guys can contemplate. You can say, hey, what do you think about this part of the app? Or what do you think about this feature being added? And they say, hey, I think this is a great feature, but hey, try out this one. And that is very, very cool. And so there's a couple more things that they did add that we will get into. One being the ability to edit within preview and the ability to edit code, which are two of the most powerful changes, I would say, especially for the technical people. You know what code is, you know what it looks like. So being able to go in there and change things, maybe you only need a small change within your code. And so the Lovable model won't go through and make excessive changes when you can change it yourself. And also, kind of like the same way you can edit on Figma or Webflow or any of these other website building platforms, you can go directly to the text and, backspace and enter in whatever text you want to. So really, really cool. But what we want to do today, I want to test out those features in creating a AI education platform. So we're going to do a really simple prompt. So you guys know in every single video, we utilize Gemini to help us. And what we want to do is help me brainstorm a AI education platform with a twist. Give me what the UI looks like, features, what to exclude from the platform, and whatever else you think I need to know. Okay. Just give me a prompt, not integrations or anything like that. Okay. So, of course, this is 2.5 Flash, so we're going to get an answer relatively quickly. And okay, bam. This platform isn't just about teaching users how to build AI, it's about teaching them how to build AI responsibly and ethically. Okay. The conscientious creator twist, an AI education platform. The platform name is Synthesize and Sensibility, or Ethical AI Assembly. Ethical AI Assembly. I like that name. Integrated ethics modules, interactive bias identification tools. Cool. I'm gonna let Lovable do its thing. Okay. I'm going to just copy this whole thing, and we're gonna go to Lovable and paste it in. Lovable, you have 5 free chats, so you can send 5 messages, and we are gonna go ahead and click generate. So we can see that we have workspaces, chat mode, security checks, smarter and faster AI, edit visually or in code. We just went through those things. And so, it's a pretty hefty prompt that we did give it. I will do one with a more simpler prompt, and that may give us a different or even a better result. So we'll definitely explore that too. But this one, I want to do its thing, see what it'll give me, and we will go in and try out the new features. All right, people. So we have just gotten this new sound on Lovable that shows the completion of a task, and we have our generation. Wow. Okay. Synthesize and sensibility. Build AI with ethics at its core. Explore courses. Get started. Introduction to ethical AI development. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Similar to the a site that you would see Coursera or one of those things. But I like that it does focus on AI development, and I like this color scheme, green and blue. I think this works. I think this green works with this blue. I'm gonna be honest. I think it works. So we have different pages. So let's go to courses. I'm guessing that these pages do not work. Community. Yeah, so the pages don't work yet. But we are gonna use a couple more of these prompts to hone this in. But before we do that, we need to check out the new features. So what we can do is select to edit, and you can click here and you can change the content. So build AI with, or you can say build ethics at its core, at its mainframe. You know, you can change whatever. You can change the margin. You can change the weight of the actual font, and I think it's really cool to be able to do something like this. I'm pretty sure we can edit buttons. So with this button, we can change the color. So we can change the text color, and we can change the background color. Let's say red. And so this is going to allow website designers to kind of do their thing more, and technical coders to do their thing as well. And it actually changes the, what is this, the tailwind classes. So it'll automatically do that for you. Border radius, large border radius, none. You can change the padding. I mean, it's kind of endless what you can do with this. But we want to change something. So let's say create a sample course page, and we're just gonna say that and see what it comes up with. And yeah, I wanna be able to view one of these courses, and we can also check out the chat function. So what do you think about adding a futuristic look to the UI? So I'm gonna let it work before I send this message, just because I don't want it to get distracted. But let's see what it comes up with. All right, I've created a new course page that displays detailed course information, including modules, instructor details, and is accessible through the courses slug root and follows the existing design patterns. Okay, cool. So let's refresh this, make sure our app is working, our platform is working. So we decided to just open it up in a new tab. Let's see, view course. And when you go to view course, you have a course page. I mean, you can enroll, you see the modules, overview, discussions. It built out this whole entire you guys got to understand. This whole entire website was just built out in less than a minute. Do we understand this? Do we understand the significance of this? Like, it's a standard website format: reviews, features, featured items, and then the hero section. It's very basic. But for this to be done in less than a minute, like for me to build this out, I would have had to start with the hero section and then go down to the next session. I'll have to, add different CMS into here, but it's already created all of that CMS for us. And I'm not sure what's happening over here with Lovable Dev, but we have some stuff to try. So it's gonna have to tighten up. Okay, cool. So now what we want to do is view the code, because now we can edit the code. So you can edit the code on GitHub, or you can edit it natively. And so you have two different views. I don't even know what this means. Raw and diff. I'm guessing raw is just like the raw code, and diff is showing the different pages or the different, items that it has, but the raw is going to, I don't know, bro. But let's say we wanted to change the title of this here, ethical AI development. can I edit this? Oh, I guess we got to be in the raw code. So let's find this one more time. Let's say we just wanted to edit the name, ethical AI development, ethical AI creation. Oh, wow, bro. I can't edit it in here. So I'm guessing we have to, yeah, so it's not letting me change anything directly inside of this. But let's ask Lovable what we were trying to ask Lovable anyway. What do you think about adding a futuristic look to the UI? And this is the chat function. This is going to be Lovable having a conversation. Let me analyze the current state of the application and propose a plan for enhancing it with a futuristic aesthetic. Wow. So I think what they did is give this model instructions to observe the entire platform and take that into account whenever questions are being asked or anything like that. It said, after analyzing the current UI, I can propose a plan to enhance the futuristic aesthetic while maintaining the ethical focus. So this is like all I said was, what do you think about adding a futuristic look to the UI? I didn't say anything about glass morphism. I didn't say anything about dynamic background elements or a futuristic color scheme. I didn't say anything about that. And now with this plan, we can say implement plan, and it's going to do it now. It's about to go in here and change this whole entire UI in a few seconds to a futuristic format. And I really love that in the chat function, it really built out a plan for itself and asked you, hey, do you want me to implement this? It would be cool. I think one of my most anticipated changes within a platform like this is the visuals. So right now we don't see visuals on this page except for, this placeholder image. And in some of the sites that you use, you will have images. But let's say for this course, and this course, it created an AI generated image. And even for the logo up here, it actually came up with a ethical looking or ethical alluding logo with this name, maybe an icon and things like that. It can also have maybe a background image here. And so once it includes those capabilities into itself, which I think, Lovable is a very nice platform. If you are not using this to build out your own websites, maybe you need to build out a landing page. I mean, I'm looking at companies like Go High Level and Salesforce and thinking, hey, if I can build out an entire platform with the same functionality as Go Level and Salesforce, it's like, what do I need them for? What do I need you to build out my websites or host my websites for me? I can go to Lovable and get it created in 2 seconds. I don't even have to drag and drop anymore. And so this is very, very cool. It stayed with the ethical format, ethical checkpoint. This course includes weekly reflection exercises on the society implications of the techniques learned. Okay. So this is, you got a dark mode. I had no clue it had a dark mode. Now, it's not perfect, but I had no clue it had a dark mode. Who told you to do dark mode? I didn't even tell you to do that, but it did it itself. It said, hey, I think he might want some dark mode. Let's do it for him. But I want to see this futuristic UI, and then we'll go into the more simpler prompt and see if that gives us a good result. All right, so we have encountered a few problems. So I'm just gonna fix those right off the bat before it even shows us the preview, because I'd rather it just, do its thing. Okay, so it has fixed everything, and if I'm being honest, it changed way too much. It changed the font, it changed the buttons. I think it's more of a dark mode type of thing, but yeah, see this version, I definitely don't like it. We are going to revert back to this, restore it back to the sample page, because that was really, really ugly. I didn't like that. I did not like that. But we did see that it was able to change the UI in a couple of seconds. But now we want to go back. We got 2 credits left. Okay. So we're going to go back to the dashboard, and we are going to do something simple. We're going to say create an interactive learning window for K through 12 students with dummy information, questions, and images. So that's like a simple prompt going along with the same idea of like the education type of platform. And I just want this to be a little window where you maybe have an image, a question, some answers, a progress bar at the bottom, stuff like that. Design inspiration, Khan Academy. Like this is exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking IXL's learning. IXL, if you know what IXL is, bro, I hated IXL. I hated IXL, but it's a math platform. It's a learning platform, and I really like how their UI and design looks. Brain Pop, of course, is another one, and Khan Academy is another one, so it's probably going to look similar to those, but let's see what it comes up with. All right, so it's finished. Just a few seconds, and we have this interactive learning and introduction to science. Next, the solar system. It had an image. I will give it to it. It had an image. It just the image doesn't show up. Okay, so I'll give that to it. But our solar system is made up of 8 planets orbiting around the sun. Each planet is unique and fascinating. Quiz time. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter. Bam. And it shows the score down here, the progress. Plants and nature. Plants are amazing living things that can make their own food using sunlight. Which gas do plants absorb from the air? They absorb carbon dioxide. So it's not as intuitive to give more learning information, but that's something that we could change in the prompt. We could say, hey, for each question, have 5 slides of information, something like that. But this is a very simple, I could see a teacher saying, I want to build out a platform where my kids can learn my information, not Khan Academy's information, not IXL information, my information. And so let's say they have a bunch of Google Docs with curriculum and questions and answers and exercises, then they can input that into Lovable and say, create a learning platform based off of this entire curriculum. And now, since kids are getting computers and tablets and things along with their education, this teacher now has their own platform, which is raising the learning experience for their students and in a very easy way. I mean, this is literally text to platform. That's what it is, text to platform. So I'm loving Lovable so far. I will definitely be in here changing some things, testing, experimenting, and you should as well. I would love to hear what you guys are building. But if you did learn anything in this video, please consider subscribing and liking. I would like to get these videos out to more people so that they can have a non-technical view of AI. I know that things can sometimes be confusing, but I appreciate you for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.